All right, our next speaker, he is said to be the godfather to many Japanese startups. Throughout the years, the company has nurtured over 2,000 Japanese startups. So today we're very happy to invite founder and general director of Deloitte Tohmatsu Venture Support. Please welcome Mr. Yuma Saito.
How are you today? It's my pleasure to be here today. My name is Yuma Saito. I'm founder and general manager of Deloitte Tohmatsu Venture Support. Today, I will talk two things. First thing is what is most important things to be successful entrepreneur in Japan. And the second thing is about startup market in Japan. And in the first half of my presentation, I will talk about two things. First thing is why. Why is what change do you want to make in the society and why. Second thing is how. How can you realize that change in the society? Let's start. Please think, what is mission of your life, in your life? It's most important things for entrepreneur. So, I think two things is most important for entrepreneur. First thing is mission. Mission is top of the mountain. What kind of change do you want to make for the society? This is mission. Second thing is passion. Passion is a gasoline which drive you toward mission. These two things is most important for entrepreneur. Let me introduce myself. My name is Yuma Saito. I'm founder of Deloitte Tohmatsu Venture Support. I founded this company 8 years ago. First, we had only few members, but now we had 150 members all over the world. We support startups, 3,000 startups in Japan, 10,000 in globally. When I was junior high school student, my father found his own company and he had difficulty to manage it. So I found the environment to support startups is not good in Japan. So I decided my mission to support startups and I want to change environment around innovation. So we want to make number one innovation platform all over the world. And because of this, I was selected as one of 100 most influential person in Japan by Nikkei. Nikkei is most famous Japanese paper. So good startup entrepreneur doesn't work just for money and pride. They try to solve the problem in the society and change society. So by supporting startup, we want to change the world. This is our mission, open the future with challengers. So our company do three things. Firstly, we support startups directly. 3,000 in Japan, 10,000 globally. And second thing is give consulting service for large corporations about open innovation and startups. We want to change the large corporation for startups. And thirdly, we work together with public agency to support many of their innovative projects. In short, we support startups and get projects from large corporations and the public and change the world. And now we completed our business model in Japan and we are already profitable. So now we are improving, expanding. We have activity in Japan and Silicon Valley and Singapore and Korea, many places. So next, we are expanding our large corporation network all over the world. So we want to start to support in this place. And the future, we want this kind of image, vision. We support startup all over the world and change large corporations all over the world. And everywhere, entrepreneur can success. This kind of image, I want to realize. Okay. What does startup support mean? There are many players to support startups, so let me just quickly show you an example of what we do. For individual startup, we provide hands-on support by meeting with the CEO. For example, early stage, we support vision making and making team. And later, we support funding and recruitment. And finally, we support exit strategies. For example, IPO and M&A. Please look at this. We structure our support menu based on stage, every stage. For example, seed stage, we make business model with CEO and gather team, and later, if after they made product, we support media conference and inspire media. And after that, we support funding and making organization. Finally, we support M&A and IPO. So to do this support, we gather many kind of people. For example, entrepreneur, many entrepreneur, and consultant, and designer, and professor. Many people all over the world join our team. This was introduction of our company. Let's start my contents. Please look at this slide. There are many thinking of finding a job, but I think most important thinking is these three things: will, must, can. Many people can get skill. It means can by study hard. But most people use this skill for must. Must means, for example, earning money. But entrepreneur should focus on will. Because if you are very, very smart and study hard, but can is not big as an individual. So to change the world, you have to gather many of can. So most important thing is will. Okay. So based on will is important. So if you use your skill for math, your career mindset, but you decide your vision and will, and by using will, you can gather skill, can, member. This is mission mindset. Entrepreneur should be mission mindset. Okay? So many entrepreneurs don't have will. So please think about will. Okay. Have you seen this graph? This is what I call the life happiness graph. At the top, you feel fun. At the bottom, you feel sad. And to write this graph, first write your age, for example, 30, and set intervals of 5 years. And third, draw a graph of your lives, up and down. So I teach this tool to let people understand their mission. Many people can find their mission by identifying this valley and mountain. Because many people had experience, for example, the bottom experience, first they will think only for me. But look around so many people had the same problem. It's social problem. So entrepreneur decided to solve the problem by being entrepreneur. So where is the source of your happiness? And do you think it would be more happiness for everybody if you change the society? Please think, what's your mission based on your past experience? If you can, your mission in your life, you can commit. You can commit. Okay, we'll show you case of entrepreneur. He is Tokushige-san from Teran Motors. This person is one of the most passionate entrepreneur in Japan, Mr. Tokushige. He's the CEO of Teran Motors. He's so bright that other people might get sunburn around him. He's so passionate. By the way, you are supposed to laugh here. He is passionate, and people might get sunburn out of him. This is his happiness graph. The sign of true leader like him is that you can stay bright and positive about the future even if you hit the bottom. When I talked to him, he told me that he used the value of his life at 20 and 30 years old to recharge for the next big success. It's most important things. Leader must be positive even when you are bottom of top. Okay, please look at this slide. This is the image of elements of entrepreneur. The most important things for entrepreneur is three things. First thing is story based on past experience. Second thing is grit. And final thing is ability to involve others, inspire. So, most important thing is to create attractive story based on your past experience. The magical time is 10 minutes. Good entrepreneur can inspire only 10 minutes. So story, please make your story based on past experience. And second, grit is important. You should commit your company, not 2 or 3 years. Please, 5 or 10 years commit. It means grit. and you tell story and grit, you can inspire around people. So there are four types of people in the world. First, people who don't have any interest in anything. First type. Second type is people who act after they are inspired by others. And third people is people who can inspire themselves, but they put priority on their own achievement and career. And finally, the first type is influencer. They care about society and they inspire other people around them with their passion. You should be influencer. To be influencer, I will tell you one tips. Please look at this. If you want to inspire people around you, you only tell 3 stories. If you tell 3 stories, you can inspire other people. Okay? First, my story. My story is your own story. For example, my father founded his own company, and I found my mission to support startups. This is my story. If you tell my story, other people will trust you. This is first story. Second story is our story. Our story means will involve other people. Please look at this. My story is individual level, but if you can change my story to company story, to industry story, to society story, every time when you level up, you can inspire more people. Please change my story to our story. But if you tell my story and our story, other people think it's important. But people don't move by only importance. So you should tell now. Why now? So if you tell my story, our story now, you can inspire people around you. It's most important things for entrepreneur. Okay, I will introduce 2 entrepreneurs. In the world, there are 1 billion cars in the street. And 100 million cars are sold every year. And 10% of them are sold by Toyota. So this CEO, Nakajima-san, tried to change the world. He made a service for 2 billion people who want to buy car but cannot get loan from bank. He made IoT device. If you attach this IoT device to car, you can get loan from bank. Because this IoT device can control car, so if you pay back monthly, you can use car. But if don't pay monthly, your car will stop. By this system, in Philippines, they can reduce bad loan 50% to 1%. It's amazing. So we support this company. We want to change the world with him. Okay, next. He's Takano-san. His family worked in factory in Osaka, Japan. And he believed the power of manufacturing in Japan. So he want to make new product for all over the world. And he made the great product, water tap. This water tap. This water tap can reduce 95% water consumption. But water pressure is same. It's amazing. So he made this product 2009, but 4 years he couldn't get customer. So when I met with him, he couldn't get customer. So we support him, and now his company grows, and he go to Dubai and Silicon Valley and all over the world. He can change the world. This is our supporting company. So I want to tell you, please think story to inspire people around you by using my story, our story now. If you can inspire people, you can get many help from around people around you. So please think, please create your story to inspire people around you. Okay, I will talk about Japanese market. First, why should you expand to Japan? Because there is a big chance to collaborate with Japanese large corporation, and you can fundraise from Japanese venture capital and corporation. Please look at this. Over the last few years, the total money in Japanese venture capital funds has increased dramatically. We had only $500 million in venture investment in 2009, but in 2016, it grew up to $2 billion. It's changing. And please look at this slide. The point is corporate. Corporate venture capital has increased rapidly. Why? I will explain it. Please look at this. This graph shows how technology development always comes fast. After that, companies start to commercialize it. There are gaps. So recently, the cycle of innovation has become shorter all around the world. Japanese companies are very good in internal R&D, but it is not good enough anymore. So if we look at US companies like Apple, Google, for example, they start to buy startups already from development stage. So US company focus on this stage. But in the past, Japanese large corporation focused on this stage. After startups can profit, they will acquire. But now, Japanese large corporation change mind. They think this stage is important. So they start to invest startups. So corporate venture capital has increased rapidly. It's chance. And more large corporations are actively engagement in startups collaboration, such as, for example, SoftBank, Sony, NTT, Toyota, Panasonic. Many large corporations focus on supporting startups, making new business with startups. And this graph shows how different industries rank in the degree of open innovation. Food customer goods material is still very low, but and IT business is top. In Japan manufacturing company is very strong, but they are in the middle of process. But manufacturing companies have just started to use open innovation in response to the change in internal environment. So the need for startup is now higher than before. And there are many ways to collaborate startups. Important thing is M&A. Large corporation for start to M&A startups. And please look at this. Together with the open innovation trend, M&As have increased rapidly since 2007. And supporter players are also increasing. Many players. And more foreign supporters have also entered the market recently. The reason is because more and more Japanese corporations are now investing global startup. In short, there is a big chance to collaborate with large corporations in Japan. Okay, how to expand to Japan? You should have three priorities. The first one is to build a network with large companies and media in local pitch events. The second one is to participate in acceleration program. And please create the first success case with Japanese large corporation. And the final thing is use media exposure and funding to grow business locally. And here are many famous Japanese events in Japan. And we have a morning pitch. Morning pitch is a pitch for startups every Thursday morning. Every Thursday morning at 7 a.m. It's very early morning. But 200 large corporation managers come to this event every time. And we hosted over 230 times, over 1,100 companies pitched. We have every morning pitch have topics, one topics. For example, this week IoT, next week robotics, next sharing economy. And 20 IPO company was born from here, and 30 M&A company was born from morning pitch. This is photo. Many supporters. And we do morning pitch in Silicon Valley, Japan, Singapore, Israel. So if you want to have a pitch in morning pitch, please join morning pitch. And we will bring this morning pitch to Taipei, China, many places. And we want to #1 innovation network. And next, second things. For example, plug and play entered Japanese market last year. So if you want to go Japan, you can use this kind of acceleration program. And the most important thing is to make the first success case with Japanese large corporation. And third things. So there are many corporate venture capital. They actively invest global startups. And there are three things, important things to funding, when you want to fund funding. So first one is market size. Second one is differentiation. Technology differentiation, strategy differentiation. And third thing is team structure. So if you made business plan, please focus on three things. In addition, if you want to make alliance with large corporation, please think about synergy with large corporation and find a way to leverage each other. And there are many media which support startups in Japan. So you can meet this kind of media, for example, morning pitch or another pitch event. And if you can connect with them and written by this kind of media, you can be famous in Japan. To inspire media people, you should use this framework. Why you should do this company and our story and now. Before I finish, let me just wrap up the key message to you. I think for entrepreneur, most important things is mission and passion. Mission is the top of the mountain. What kind of change you want to make for society? And second thing is passion. Passion is gasoline, drive you toward mission. And please find from your past experience using the life happiness graph. If you find your mission, let's create story to inspire people around you. Please increase my story, our story now. If you tell this three story, you can inspire other people and you can change the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Saito. Thank you very much.